authored 6 books and published around 30 research papers in various journals and conferences organized across the country, including IIM Indore and IIM Kozhikode. Dr. Chaudhary is a member of the Board of Studies, Academic Council, and Research Advisory Committee of Vishwakarma University, Savitribai Phule, Pune University, Symbiosis International University, and Dr. D.Y. Patil, Vidyapit, Pune. Let us hear from Sir about job profiles offered in agribusiness industry. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Bhupesh. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, perfectly.
Kindly permit me to share the slides.
Sure, sir.
Is it visible?
Yes, sir, clearly.
Okay. Thank you for my introduction. First and foremost, I would like to thank Dr. Preeti Savai Ram for giving me this opportunity to be a panelist for this wonderful platform. Thank you, ma'am. I would also like to congratulate AG Matrix for wonderfully organizing the training come workshop on a very apt topic for 15 days. And this is going to be beneficial to all the stakeholders in the agriculture and agribusiness. I would like to inform you that the topic given to me is career opportunities in agribusiness management sector. There is a disclaimer from my side as a speaker that I'm not a person who work in agricultural or agribusiness sector, neither am I an agribusiness expert. However, I'll try my level best to share with you all the experiences of career opportunities in agribusiness management sector. We have a management school run by Dr. D.Y. Patil Vidyapit, which is deemed to be university, and a very popular program, in fact, a flagship program, that is MBA in Agribusiness. This program is very popular among the aspirants of post-graduation in management. The classic choices of specialization like marketing, finance, HR, international business, and many more. But agribusiness is very different and popular among a particular sector of students. So whatever will be my talk will be limited to my experiences from Agribusiness Management School and the opportunities related to those students who are pursuing their career in agribusiness management. Moving further, just in a background, the term agribusiness was coined by John Herbert Davis and Ray Goldberg in 1950. Agribusiness refers to farming, but not oftenly used in correlation with actual farms. So there are many other things like production, processing, inventory, management of agronomic equipment, technology, raw materials, services, marketing, HRM, and other involved resources in agriculture. My co-panelist, Dr. Shahaji Fund, has given an excellent snapshot of agricultural sector in India. Just few glimpses out of that. As we all know that 58%, almost 60% of population is engaged in agricultural sector in India. That is huge. And that's why agriculture is also giving a lot of employment opportunities in agri field. India is the second largest fish producing country in the world, accounting 7.56% of global production. We are very rich by that. 23% of global milk producing around 210 million tons annually. India ranks second position even in milk production. India estimated to produce 205 lakhs tons of millet in 2023. Even it has been highlighted that Indian agricultural sector is projected to grow by 3.5% in this year. The dairy industry in India is also valued at 14,899 billion in the last year. Let us pay an attention to few structures of agribusiness. That is what our faculties of agribusiness teach to students. So this program, we have different students coming from a different background of their graduation, BSc Agri, MSc Agri, even BTech Agri, and those who have got experience in agri field. The private sector is one of the structure of agribusiness where the entire economy is associated with the private profit. There are many private firms, entrepreneurs, and there is a very less control executed by the governments, local government, state government, or central government. But private sector plays a very important and vital role in the economy of agribusiness. Public sector, no doubt, the main performer. It mainly deals with delivery of goods and services by and for the government. Input sector, output sector is very well known to all those who are working in agri industries. All resources involved in producing farm commodities refers to an input sectors. And output sector, all agricultural commodity between the production and the consumers. So everything which directs the goods and services from a producer to the end user, that is a consumer, can be accounted under output sectors. And yes, we cannot neglect the service sector, agri-service sectors, invention of new ways of producing and marketing of foods, protect the food, store the food, food procedures, and provide specialized services in all areas of agriculture. Just have a look at a working model of an agri-business, just in a chronological sequence that what happens and how it starts and where it ends. If we talk about agri inputs, definitely at the start, inputs are an essential, which includes seeds, fertilizers, and machineries, which are a direct contribution in agri production. Then it leading to an farming operations and productions. No doubt, the role of a climate, role of the nature is vital, essential, and need to be supporting for a good yield of farming. Then what you farm, you always need to market. What kind of marketing system you have, what kind of a distribution system you have. That is very important. Post-harvest management is an integral part of the model, which is required. Marketing of subsystems, and then reaching to the end users and the consumers, maybe directly or through the middleman who operates in the agribusiness model. Now, when we talk about what are the core and supporting industries which actually shape the career in agribusiness, there are many. But when we look at it from a management perspective, the companies which come on a campus placements for the students, we mainly find them into two segments, core industry and support industries. Out of that, the core industries which mainly we define is input industries and production industries, as well as there are many companies coming from support industries too. So when we talk about input industries, seeds, companies from fertilizers, field, pesticides, farm power equipments, and animal feeds. These are the ones which are very demanded. When we talk about production industries, we have aeroponics, hydroponics, vertical farming, aquaculture, multi-layer farming. So there are a lot of students who are interested to pursue their career into these fields. However, this has been in a very specialized field. The requirements for freshers are limited and there is a constraint, but definitely it is not constrained to an experienced people who have a rich experience in the field. Support industries which actually shape the agri-businesses are banking, supply chain management, all kind of machineries, agri-equipment, journalism, which actually doing a work of disseminating the information, agri-information, right from producer to middlemen to the customers, right from the policy makers, government to the end users. That is very important. And the contract farming also. So these are all the core industries and the support industries in agribusiness. Now let us go through the opportunities in agri processing also. If we try to divide the sectors into various units and processing parts, first I would like to cover food processing. So when we talk about cereals, pulses, legumes, oil, seeds, organic sugar, fruits and vegetable beverages, dairy, meats, tobaccos. So all this has been covered under food processing. Non-food processing includes all alike, rubber, oil cakes, compost, vermicompost, cotton, textile, leather, paper, wood. Farm produce processing units, meals, produce, fisheries, meat, poultry, wood industry. And there are other farm produce manufacturing units, which mainly talk about finished goods. Sugar factory, bakery, jam and jellies, candies, honey, dairy byproducts, and textiles. Agro inputs manufacturing units, seeds, fertilizers, pump sets, equipment, sprayers, sprinkles, many more. And service industries, service sectors also. We have tourism sector also. So there are a lot of growing opportunities in the field of agribusiness. Now a quick overview of what are all the positions are been for which management graduates have been absorbed by an agri industries. Many of them are very quite familiar to you. You can apply for different positions as a management trainee and a project trainee. This is at a very initial stage of a freshers. Most of the jobs are available after management graduation or post graduations as a trainee. If you are a freshers, you will be absorbed as a trainee, where they would be definitely giving you a lot of training of their products, their services, their processes, their market, their competitors, customers, and everything. And once you are trained, then you will be promoted to the next level. Sales executive is quite oftenly term of a designation offered to the students who are done agri, business, marketing, or sales. And as you know, whatever may be the farm produce, agri produce, unless and until it is being brought to the market, brought to the dealer distributors, let it be a B2B or B2C, unless and until sales team work effectively, it will not reach to the end customers. There are a lot of requirements for this post, sales cum marketing executive. Agricultural analyst, marketing analyst, definitely. When we call it as an analyst, you need to have a technical term, technical knowledge. You need to have a research acumen. You are expected to do research. You are expected to do not only the market research, but the product research, customer research, produce research, climatical research, and bring out those findings which are suitable for growth of agribusiness. Your inputs are being provided for betterment of not only the production, but the sales also. Quality controller, farm manager, business development manager. Yes, BDM is very important. Quite oftenly offered post. Almost all agri industries which are into marketing and distributions of the agri products, and as well as manufacturing also. Animal and dairy managers, these are specialized niche segments within the agribusiness. A lot of requirements are upcoming for import and export consultants. However, definitely it would not be offered to an freshers who just completed their management programs but over a period of time, with a lot of experience, this could be offered. And apart from an service or job perspective, there's a agri entrepreneurship. We just have heard Dr. Shahaji Fande who talked about agri entrepreneurship. So many students want to pursue their career as an agri entrepreneurs. What are all the companies, major companies, which do come for campus placements for management graduates? At least from our institute's perspective, I can talk. There are many companies which are very popular and kind of a dream company for the agribusiness students. One out of them in last 3 years is ATG, Integrated Agricultural Conglomerate in Sub-Saharan Africa, importing and exporting soft commodities to and from 48 countries. It's one of the dream company which offer in and out profile to an agribusiness students. Definitely they are offering domestic as well as international opportunities, placements to the students. Many of our students have joined very recently, get selected and joined this company. The package has been offered excellent. Reliance Retails, everybody's favorite brand, we know that. It's India's largest retailer, delivering superior value to the customers, suppliers, and stakeholders. Pune Agro Card Industry, advanced supply chain systems help us to deliver fresh foods and vegetables. Suminter India Organics, trading company sourcing and supplying organic and natural produce from India to the buyers. Definitely Asian Paints, Indian multinational paint company. Ajit Seeds Private Limited, those who wants to make their career, start their careers. I did personally find from our institutes, students, our student is one of the dream company, Ajit Seeds Private. They are into an hybrid seed production of cotton in India. Excellent package, excellent salaries have been offered. The main important is they give a lot of good training to the students once they have been absorbed. Almost 6 months to 1 year in hardcore training, on field, off field, and then they are allowed to work. Sayadri Farms, growing of crops, market gardening, horticultures, they're known for that. Greenspac Agri-Tech Private Limited, growing of crops, gardening, horticulture again. Biome Technologies, one of the leading innovator and supplier of biodegradable natural polymers. They also offer a lot of certification programs. Then Zydex Industries, a chemical-based company with the purpose of innovating to create a sustainable world through conservation of resources. Krishi Jagran, Cargill, yes, Cargill definitely not only for agri-business, but all specialization, marketing, finance, HR, agri-business. They are the major recruiters for management graduates. Dehat is one of the very regular recruiters, goes to the campus to all major institutions which provide MBA and agri-business. Online marketplace that provides all agricultural products and services to the farmers. And there are many Indian banking, microfinancing, ICICI, Axis banks, many more. Last but not least, AG Matrix Consulting. We, as Dr. D.Y. Patil Vidyabhet deemed to be university, we have a tie-up with AG Matrix Consulting Group. They provide a lot of domain knowledge to the students and all those who want to pursue their career in agri fields. A lot of good certification courses have been offered by AG Matrix Consulting. I really appreciate their tagline, empowering agri minds. And this workshop itself highlight one of the example of what all they do for not only those who are working in agri-business, but also for those who want to pursue their career into an agri-business. This is just few brands of the companies. My small message at the end of the conclusion of my topic is, when we talk about agribusiness students, we always find out low of confidence and struggle for business communications. So we always ask them to brush up their agribusiness knowledge, whether it is basic or applied knowledge. They have very good knowledge, technical skills, but they lag behind expressing themselves aggressively. That is what always needed. They need to reflect the confidence, improve their interpersonal communications. Research is vital and indispensable. So research in agriculture and allied fields will always help them. We also give confidence to the students, guide them to be realistic and goal-oriented. And if they want to keep themselves updated, we advise them to always subscribe and undertake a lot of certification courses in agribusiness. There are a lot of inventions are happening, and if they need to keep themselves updated, it's a need of a time they should follow. They should undergo all innovative agribusiness certification courses which have been offered by a quality trainers. With this, I would like to thank once again to the organizers and Mr. Rupesh for inviting me for this session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for the insights. And I really hope that the participants would definitely take your advice and would also look into that. Sir, we have a question in the chat box. The question is from Shagun. If someone, after completing masters in agriculture and has interest in MBA, could they possibly pursue MBA after their masters?
The answer is yes. MBA is in a common platform. It's for all graduates. However, if they want to pursue MBA in agribusiness, there are few recommendations. Either they should have BSc Agribusiness, MSc Agribusiness, MTech Agribusiness, any degree of a graduate or postgraduate level or master's level, that is welcome. If they are not from agribusiness background, it is suggested they should have at least minimum 2 years of agribusiness experience or the thirst to work or make a career in agribusiness. So all such graduates or even a master's would be definitely welcome to pursue their MBA program in agribusiness.
Right, sir. Thank you again, sir, for answering the question and for this session. And thank you so much for your valuable time that you spared amidst your busy schedule. And we,
Hello, sir.
yeah.
There is one question.
So we have a question as this.
In your presentation, you have mentioned some companies, but what is Asian Paints doing with Agri? Was how it is related to agriculture?
Yeah, sir. So we have, as I said at the start, that I'm talking on an MBA perspective, and within that, an agribusiness perspective. So definitely, there are few companies, there are few more names which I have not mentioned, including Deloitte also, which is in the finance. Okay, and there are few IT industries also, where they said that it is not now and specialization oriented companies. They are open for agribusiness also, not only for marketing, finance, and HR. So it is not about the field, it is about the agribusiness students and their opportunities. Because there are few companies which are not specialized oriented. They want people from a diversified field, and they believe in their own training after they join the industries. So even agribusiness students, it is not been like that. Their career is only restricted only for an agribusiness if they do their specialization in agribusiness. They are going in IT industries also. There are finance companies also. They are recruiting. The paint industry, manufacturing industries are also recruiting. That is what have been the background.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right. With that said, sir, we look forward for more collaborations with GPSRC and Agmatrix so that they get strengthened each other and we can do more such knowledge sharing programs for the youth generation in agriculture. And thank you so much, sir, again for joining today. Thank you, sir. Now, moving on to our next speaker, Dr. Pramod Kumar Dadich, who's Dean and Professor, Apex University, Jaipur, Rajasthan. It's a pleasure to invite Dr. Pramod Kumar, sir, to this platform. As sir is experienced in business strategy consultant with a demonstrated history of working in the farming industry, skilled in innovation management, customer services, collaborative project management, marketing strategy, and public speaking. He's very strong in consulting professional with an MSc, PhD, and MBA focused in agriculture operations, and related sciences from the University of Jodhpur, Rajasthan. Sir is currently working as the Dean and Director at the Apex University, Jaipur, Rajasthan. Now, I would request Sir to take the platform and share his insights. Sir, you're on mute actually.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I must start now. You know. Yeah. Can I share my screen?
Yes, sir. There would be the option of share screen.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We can see your screen.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
And it's a great pleasure to speak with you on the platform of the Agrimetrics. You know, I am highly thankful of the team Agrimetrics to provide me this great opportunity. I am really delighted to know that the Agrimetrics is playing a key role to bringing up the gap between industry and academics, and this way efficiently empowering the students and professionals of the agri sector. I also come to know that the Agri Matrix is keenly taking initiatives to upskilling the youth agri sectors. It's great role that Agri Matrix is not only engaged in the skill development program but also doing placement supports. And this really appeals me that your services are really the need of the hour for the agriculture sector. I would like to explain my speech in my speech about the scope and the agri sectors which play a significant role in development of the entrepreneurship and empowering our rural youth. So next, please. Yeah. As we know that the entrepreneurship is an individual, you create the business and bearing the most risk and enjoying most rewarding rewards. And the process of setting up the business is known as entrepreneurship. And in agriculture sectors, day by day, the opportunities are increasing with the infusion of the modern technology. And the technology is, of course, giving a new dimension to the agriculture sector. And we have to, the youth have to know what opportunities will come and how they will use for the business purpose and how they will go for the entrepreneurship, and they will not only engage and get employment themselves, but they will provide employments to the many youth, rural youths. Next, please. As it's very clear that the entrepreneur always search for the change, respond to it, and exploit as an opportunity. The entrepreneurship is a living a few years of your life. Most people want, so that you can spend rest of your life uh, like most people can't. So entrepreneurship have a great opportunities, and And in fact, the rural India needs the entrepreneurship development. And I am very happy to know that the Agri Matrix is doing this work. The small opportunities are beginning for the great achievements, next. As we know, the entrepreneurship relates to the marketing and production of the various agriculture products as well as the agriculture inputs, and all in a innovative way. By creating a proper strategy, we can achieve a successful entrepreneurship, and a youth can change the total economic environment of their villages, their rural India. Yeah. As we know, the agriculture is our wisest pursuit because it will, in the end, contribute the most to the real wealth and good moral and happiness. And agriculture manufactures, commerce, and navigations, the four pillars of our prosperity, are the most thriving when the left most free of the individual. And the agriculture growth is an indicator of any nation or country that in real sense the economy is moving forward or it's stagnant. So the total scope of our economy to bring it up and to bring happiness to the rural youths is depends on our agriculture sectors. Next. As our Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru already said that the most thing except agriculture can't wait. MS Swaminathan has already explained that if agriculture fails, then everything else will be fail. And likewise, our beloved ex-Prime Minister Manmohan Singh has understand the importance of agriculture in the entrepreneurship as well and the agri-business sector. Next, please. And not only the need of our India, but even the Bill Gates have also emphasized that I have seen the first hand that the agricultural science has enormous potential to increase the yield of a small farmer and lift them out of the hunger and poverty. And ultimately, it relates to a big business and a business opportunities, and it will definitely the food security program will be directly connected with this. Next. As we know that presently the 3.3 crores of youth is unemployed in our country, and this rate of the unemployment is increased. Therefore, it's a serious problem, and the agriculture sector have to take this challenge. Not only in the urban area, but up to in the rural area to strong our economy of the country. Next. Universities should focus on the kind of the education that creates the job provided, not to the job seeker. And therefore, I am especially speaking for how agriculture can create the job providers, and this job providing activities will definitely remove the this unemployment problems to a certain level. Okay, next please. Next. Yes, now we should understand the agribusiness system. The input sector, it convert into the production, processing, and it has finally come to the products. Which should satisfy the need of the future agriculture or the need of the current agriculture, so that our value chain will exist, and the production will never hamper. Our production will continue. The success of each part will depend upon the proper functioning of other two. And one has to, if we are going or entering into an entrepreneurship, especially in the agribusiness sector, then you should understand properly the functioning of these two, and the success of each will depend, input sector and a production sector and a manufacturing sector will overall give a best opportunity for the agribusiness system. Next. Yes. These are some examples, you are looking at the date palm in the Rajasthan, just see just by innovating the varieties of the date palm, in a per acre, the income goes up to the 26.88 lakhs from a 1 acre, in a one season. It's a really miracle, and that's why there are very, very, very high opportunities in the agriculture sectors. And I will go through the important sectors which I am going to explain you in the next slides, Next. Yeah. This is agribusiness legalities is now developing a new subject, and day by day, due to the revenue problems or business in the input business, and there are certain legal complications are coming up now, and the students of the agriculture can have opportunity to work in the legalities of the agribusiness, and they will have definitely a good earning and good scope for the legal aspects in the agribusiness, also. Next. Yes, the managing the entire ecosystem is a great challenge, The farm management, then the harvest, and then the supply chain. These are all the very, very important aspects, and how to minimize the risk, The smart farming is the need of the day, and the minimizing the risk in the farming system, and keeping the supply chain management efficiently is another aspect of the entrepreneurship, and this all will give a ample scope to the our rural youth, as well as to the youth who are studying agriculture sciences. Next. This is again, one should understand the smart farm concept, the cost and the revenue and the risk. These are all they should be put together in an efficient way, and then definitely the problems will be assessed, and now many companies like Cropin is working on this, and certainly they are opening a new scope to the farming community to increase their yield, and not only increase their yield, but how to generate more revenue out of the same work, So this is definitely a new scope, where our students as well as the rural youth can engage in this aspect of the smart farming. Next, please. Yeah. Delivering the cutting edge solutions for every stockholders in ecosystem is the urgent need of the days, The managers and supervisor, then field users, then farmers, and then overall the decision making, how to improve the decision through engaging the proper technology, through engaging the proper the man resources power, through engaging the technology in the fields, and efficiently produce as per the need of the market. This is all. This is all is a very essential part of to satisfy the every stakeholders of the agri ecosystem. Next. We should understand clearly the objectives of the agribusiness, the develop competitive and sustainable private sector-led agribusiness sector, increase productivity, reduce gender gap, commercialization of the agriculture, advance high potential of agriculture, livestock. These are all then the value addition and export agriculture. But whenever you are preparing a project, or looking a innovative agriculture business, then one has to, very consciously, one has to one by one, include which type of activity and what type of people will do this, and to the customers, should be focused properly or not. These are all very important aspects for getting innovation in the agri business. And otherwise, if you are doing your traditional business, then you cannot go, have better opportunities. Yeah. So these are some of the agribusiness systems. These are input system, processing and manufacturing systems, and important features of the agribusiness. Everyone know that the input subsystem, production subsystem, processing subsystem, marketing subsystem, and then the consumer. And finally, one has to, look after all the, policies, the government interference and the regulations. And this, then you will have to create a successful and entrepreneurship. Otherwise, what will happen? The viability of the industry will not be traceable, and the viability of of your business will not create any brand or impact on the focused consumer. So this is all aspect, very important aspect, which should be focused for creating a entrepreneurship in a innovative way. The major area, as we all know, that the farm supply, production, processing, marketing, research and extension, government policy program. These are all should be looked after, and the participation of the rural youth is very essential. Otherwise, we should impart the training and the skill development programs to the youth. Then your business will be become a successful business. Otherwise, if you will not integrate all these aspects, it will be very difficult to have any impact and have any progress for the future, development. The integrated, farming is the whole farm management system which aims to deliver more sustainable agriculture, and it will also include the livestock, crop production, aquaculture, horticulture, agri activities, and this all should be, properly calculated. Risk should be taken, and calculated strategy should be maintained to have a better production, have a better marketing, have a better new opportunities, so that we can change our aims. We can change our products time to time, and we will have a sustainable business. Next. Why IF integrated farming system is needed? Everybody know, but the reducing the risk, high input cost, soil and nutrient, increase the income of farmer, increase the income of the rural youth, and the standard of living should be addressed properly, and then there should be continually sustainable business. Then this business will be very, very highly impactful for the rural development. These are some of the very important aspects. If any business which is not able to generate income, then there is no use of and there will be no future of such business. This will include the diversification of the rural income. The agriculture in India is still largely depend on the monsoon, and we have to provide them a proper technology. We have to provide them the proper weather forecasting. We have to provide them a modern machineries, so that they will overcome with the some vagaries of the monsoon, and the rural India suffer from the disguised employment, This is one of the great problem, and this could be solved through the our income generating activities in the rural entrepreneurship development program. It would empower the rural men and women as it would upgrade their skill as well as reduce the dependence on the farm sector, and involvement in the non-farm activities also foster greater community involvement when self-help group are formed, So these are all the activities which are already going, but there is a need to take the strategic aspects and the planning aspect as well as the resource development aspects time to time, and one can definitely achieve a good entrepreneurship opportunities in rural sector. These are the great advantages of the integrated farming system: profitability, potentiality, sustainability, balanced food, environment safety, recycling, income around the year. This is one of the very important aspect of any agri business aspects. One has to try to create the income around the year, then any plan for the business will become a successful plan. Now the transformation is needed. Already the many business activities are going on, but time to time there is a review of the agribusiness, and there should be transformation initiatives is needed to uh, to modernize the and to create more sustainability and more viability in the entire ecosystem, and is needed, and it will be only through the committed passion and modern technological interferences is needed. These are the integrating an system for the better agribusiness. The agribusiness success will depend on the better integration, best agriculture practices, prudent extension services, proper marketing linkage. This will lead farmers to empower towards the better crop initiative, right product-wise price initiative, and finally, uh, for for a particular purpose of a company where the production is needed will be achieved, and a successful entrepreneurship will be run up. I'll not go through these models. These are all integrated business model committed to deliver returns. And but because the emerging agriculture technologies that have changed the agribusiness ecosystem, we should go for try to understand these so that the new aspects of the entrepreneurship could be developed, and our students and our farmers can understand the new opportunities and innovations which are going in the agribusiness. The agriculture innovation system, one should understand the agriculture innovation system, the agriculture knowledge and information system, farming system analysis, and how technology will be transferred. These are the very, very important aspect of any type of agribusiness we are going to plan, we are going to adopt, we are going to implement. We should understand the transfer of technology, the farming system analysis, and agriculture knowledge and information system. And finally, a innovative model should be created to have a new type of agribusiness. And there should be accordingly the training program for the rural youth should be designed. These are some of the examples of the agriculture innovative systems. Where there are some research role of the research and researchers. There is a role of farmers, and how the technology will be transferred, how technology could be adopted. These are all system. Whenever a new innovative agriculture program is designed, one has to take care of all these aspects. The modern technologies and agri businesses. What are the area of scope where our youth will could work? These are the some of the area which have a great dimension of scope for the agri businesses. The data use of the soil and geographic. Certainly, this is a very important area. Then customize the fertilizer placement using sun to regenerate fresh water. Mobile app application in the agri business, agriculture by aircraft or drones, new feeding system for the livestock, farm management software and training, high-tech protection, protected cultivation and high roof farming, and dairy hub development, sensor technology, crop air, soil health status, moisture, etc. These are the sensor technologies now taking a rapid, pace for, and it is entering into the many aspects, especially in reference to the certification fields and for the insurance system. This technology is taking day by day, entering in our agribusiness system. The variable swath control on the specific geolocation and rapid uh, irrigation. I'm sorry, rapid irrigation for crop breeding and agriculture robots. Robots is another very important scope for the rural agriculture. These are the some other very important, genetically designed food is have very important international market, and precision agriculture farming management, certification system of the management of the organic farming, IoT. Already I have told the IoT, Internet of Things, remote sensing, digital technology of the agriculture, integrated agro farming as permaculture, multi-layering and crop, including forestry and integration of agri-processing, landscaping, agri-tourism fusion. So these are all technologies which are already available with us, and one has to integrate these technologies for a better and for the better opportunities, and in an area where still this technology have not been permeated, So by just accepting these opportunity, by accepting the challenges for small scale or marginal farmers, there are ample scope for empowering youth with the strong integration of the various agribusiness activities by transforming the technology, research, finance, marketing, management, and to the FPO system, or for creating unique and sustainable entire agri ecosystem urgently needed. This is the need of the hour. Now, one by one, we can understand the organic farming and organic certificate program has given employment to the many youth, and still there are many farmers are engaged, and the youth are understanding the value of the organic farming, and they are also earning. But there are so many. Still, there is a big scope in this area, and youth can, with proper plan and with proper uh, support, they can achieve a great success in this area also. High quality seed processing program, definitely it's a very important program, and the rural youth have ample opportunities to develop their seed production program in their village, and they can earn very good. Then there is creating a strong local global market. This is another, the branding as innovation within the agribusiness value chain is also is providing a very good opportunity and scope for the agribusiness. The protected cultivation and high-tech farming is another very important, area of agribusiness. And now in many areas of India, even in the rural area like desert area like Rajasthan, the many people are are now engaged in the protected cultivation, and their earning has been, increased. The quality testing and farm advisory centers could be opened with the help of the proper funding support, and our youth can have a better opportunities for the entrepreneurship in the agribusiness system. The creating a storage management facility is another aspect, and Government of India, state governments, all are taking interest in creating this storage facilities, especially for the crops as well as for the seed production and for the other activities, and even for the vegetables, the cold chain, to create cold chain system. The cold storage is also a very good scope in the storage system. Though the storage management is a very important aspect where the rural youth can easily engage, and they can have a better opportunities for the entrepreneurship. The opening livestock caring center and marketing outlets for the dairy business and any animal husbandry related business output, piggeries, hatchery, and fisheries. This is another very important aspect where the farmers should give attention. Yes, of course, there is a need of a skill development program in the rural sector, and fortunately, this agri-metrics is doing their duties for this sector. I'm very happy about this. And the processing, packaging, and value addition centers is another scope in the agriculture sector, and in many villages, even in Rajasthan, in Punjab, in Haryana, in Maharashtra, Gujarat, such processing and packaging and value addition centers are running in a very successful way, and these are the models. The rural youth will be attracted to them, and they can become entrepreneurial, or they can get the proper job. Agri-tourism is a very important sector. Even in Rajasthan, the many farms have converted into the agri-tourism, and the farmers are earning, a additional source of income. And this is a very important dimensions of the agri-business, and there is a fusion of the tourism with the agriculture, and this is great. And there are many fusion could be done with this agri-tourism aspects, and we can have a good opportunity to develop the entrepreneurship in rural area. Mushroom cultivation is, of course, a very important aspect of the farming, and again, this will give a great dimension to our agribusiness entrepreneurship. The fruit orchards and processing centers. This is the very important aspects of agribusiness. Where the fruit, vegetables, crops, seed production, fisheries. This could be all integrated, and the farmer can have a very good scope, and finally they can also convert their farm. These all activities, including in the farm, and additionally the this agri-tourism will be fusion with these activities, and this will give a jump to not only to the income, but the farmers youth will have a confidence that they can earn a good life in the village itself. The hydroponics and rooftop and balcony gardens, these are very important dimensions of the urban agriculture. And now day by day, with the increasing number of the balconies and the vertical development of the cities, the rooftop and balcony gardening is taking attraction. And this business is now a very fruitful business nowadays. And the rural youth can easily earn a good good amount of income through by doing this business. The vertical farming is also very important aspect, and nowadays, in India also vertical farming is taking, a speed up in the many area of the various states. The applications of drone, it's a very, very important dimensions, new dimensions for the not only for the crop protection, but for taking care of the total crop. If there is any damage in the crop, in which part of the area the crop is damaging, which part of the crop is better performing. And these are all aspects could be, judged by the drone applications. And drone application is also very helpful in spraying of the insecticide, pesticides, or there are so many other applications are coming up with this drone technology in agriculture sector. I mean, recently, this is an example. They are, with the help of the alloy, they have these students have created the cell, and the alloy cell it's a startup company, and they have created the aloe vera battery, and they are just replacing the normal battery with the aloe vera battery, even in the car, So this we can see how innovative green, betterment of the energy they have searched out. They have created a good model for the new type of business. The modern site planning, it's another dimension of the for the agriculture youths that they can by gaining the skills for site planning and the site and this designing of the farm, in the modern designing of the farm, they can earn a lot things. And the agriculture keeping the way in important countries of the economic crisis, the mitigation. Last week, the Nicaragua was the guide in the Brazil, where we visit the agriculture industry and research state, checking out new technologies and in the practice to boost the wild in the energy. And they are, just see that they are upgrading, they are upgrading the soil, as well as they are also creating the bioenergy with the net to bring down the dependence on the fossil fuel. So this is another innovative idea of the agribusiness. Then farm machinery and implements center. These are the already this idea is prevailing in many rural area sectors. And but in an innovative way, the one can again introduce new type of system, and they can earn a lot. This is the training and skill development program in the agriculture is highly needed, and as the AG Matrix is already doing this work, but there is a ample scope for this work, and this should be this work should be percolated in a various area, various the rural sectors where this work should be, this training program should be introduced even in a remote area, so that the youth of the remote rural area will get empowerment. Then the agri digital marketing is another scope, and day by day, and everything, the marketing is more and more becoming digital. So the input as well as the agri produce marketing and should also use this digital technology for the agriculture marketing also, and this will be definitely give a new dimension to the agriculture marketing. The modern irrigation systems, this is another big area of the scope for the rural youth, and they can use these drips, they can use the rainwater and this is sprinklers. These are all very important aspect, and these are the water reservoirs could be created by them, and this is a big scope of agriculture for the rural sector. Another, this is the wind wind energy and the solar energy development program, which will also be implemented in the rural sector, and this will definitely, this can give a new scope of business or entrepreneurship in the village areas. So there is a need of sustainable agribusiness entities, and integrated agribusiness structures have competitive advantages. There is no doubt that integration and aggregation in one of the most effective means, and the mitigation of the risk in the agriculture sector by strengthening the livelihood of small and marginal farmer is the urgent need of the hour. The integration and aggregation business approach also help small and marginal farmers in assessing the various benefits of the government schemes for the rural development. Integrated agribusiness leads to win-win situations to all stakeholders involved in the program, and especially for the youth empowerment of the rural sector, rural area. Thank you. Thank you so much. So Bhupesh, if any question, I would like to.
Sure, sir. There are a few questions in the chat box as well. Sir.
Yeah.
Yes. So this question is from Sudhir. He's asking vertical farming scheme, like is there any government scheme for
Yeah, definitely there are government schemes in vertical farming, and they are giving the 50% subsidy through the agriculture department. So this is a very good scheme, especially for the rural sector, and for the SC/ST groups, they give even 70% subsidy. So this is definitely it's the government scheme.
All right, sir. If anyone else has any questions, they can raise their hand. GS, I'm going to ask your question if possible.
Hello.
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah.
Hello.
So ID I can easily provide it, no problem.
Right. So Vani has a question. Vani, please ask your question.
Yeah. Hi, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
So first of all, it's a wonderful talk, and you touched different, different disciplines. So that's my here. I need some clarification, sir.
Yeah.
Can you pour some information about interdisciplinary with our agriculture department side? Correlated business.
Yeah. Actually, this government is taking a care, the marketing, agriculture marketing department, the seed corporation, certification agency, they are making an integrated approach, to develop a new type of innovative programs, especially for the organic sector, or for the seed sector, or for for the value addition of the farm produce, you know. So these are the sectors where they like to take some projects on the innovative line, and they will support them, you know. There is, of course, you know, the marketing department of all the states, you know, they provide a funds for the up to the 70 lakhs for a new type of the business, you know. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Vani, for your question.
Yeah,
And,
please. Can I log out?
yes, sir. Thanks again, sir, for joining us today and giving us various insights, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Dear participants, India needs entrepreneurs, not just to generate employment, but also to change perspective. The perspective of the world, the perspective of Indian society, the perspective of Indian parents, the perspective of students, and the perspective of the teachers too. I hope you all have grasped a lot of the entrepreneurship and inspired yourself to be the torchbearers. I thank all our speakers who inspired us and made us think and act in the right way. I thank all the participants for being so cooperative. See you all tomorrow at 6 p.m. On this note, let us learn more about hydroponics by Mr. Ramakrishna Raila and to hear from Savannah MD and CEO Mr. Ajay Rana, great speakers of the industry tomorrow. So do not miss the session. Very interesting topics will be covered tomorrow. So make sure you join 10 minutes priorly and make sure that you are right on time. See you all tomorrow. Keep exploring, keep succeeding. Thank you so much.